it's been a while since I jumped on video. I wanted to give a quick update on the market and what I'm seeing with insurance policies across the board. Talk a little bit about some things we're doing here in the agency to help with keeping things flat the best that we can, and then why it's important to work with somebody that you really like and know and trust. So we're seeing double-digit increases from all carriers across the board, some as high as 20 and 30%, and that just has to do with all of the reasons you hear all the time about why things are getting expensive, right? So it's inflation, it's the increase in storms in this area. We're having a lot more severe weather, which will continue to be an issue on the property side, and we're seeing an increase in claims again. Coming out of COVID, things were kind of light. States and carriers didn't really want to raise things, and now the states are allowing companies to raise the rates to make sure that they have money to pay claims. So we're seeing it all lines, and we're seeing it every day. So one thing that I do is I make sure I'm reaching out to you about 45 to 60 days before, letting you know that I know what that renewal number is. So it's time to have a conversation. Let's take a look at what your renewal is. Let's see if it's in line with other increases and if it makes sense to shop. As a broker, I do have the ability to look at other companies for you and can give you an idea of, okay, if we shop, are you going to save money? And talk a little bit about if we change, like what are some things that you're going to lose and benefits, and where and what price point does it make sense to actually switch. In the past, usually made sense over half of the time to switch from one company to the other, usually able to save a decent amount of money, 20% or more. And now I'm just not seeing that. So I'm seeing it much closer to 20%. In areas where I'm seeing the most savings, it's if you're with a company or one carrier or agent for a long time. So if you haven't shopped your rates in 5 years, if you haven't shopped your rates in 10 years, or even longer, you're probably still going to see savings, and you probably are going to be able to increase your coverage. A lot's changed with coverage that's available to you. So it's probably a good time to shop. Working with someone that you know, that you trust, you want to make sure that you know that your interests are being taken care of. I see a lot of social media content and noise about, oh, I had a claim and it wasn't covered, or my policy was written this way to keep it cheaper, and then I had a claim and all of a sudden I'm paying more out of pocket. Well, that's what happens when you have an agent who is price focused. They're going to do whatever they can to keep you because that's how they get paid. So they may cut your coverage. They may do that to keep your prices in line with where you were at. But in reality, if you do have a claim, you're going to end up paying for that in the long run. So I hope this helps. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Happy to help, happy to answer questions, do a complimentary review and see what's out there.